Welcome to the Chronically Help Your Life show. When you hear the word chronically, do you automatically associate with chronic disease? I know we all do. It's been programmed right into us. But what if we flip that whole idea on its head? Let's discover how we can create chronic health in our bodies, our minds, our finances, and of course, in our relationships and our lives. Let's jump right on in. I'm Andy, and joining me in everything is my life partner, Minna.
So we survived our 5-day water fast. How do you feel?
I am feeling great. It's been almost a week since we came off the water fast, and the weight didn't come back. I'm less hungry all the time, so it definitely made a difference. And just in time for a trip to Dubai, so we look good in what we wear, right?
So part of the benefits of extended fasting is actually reset your cravings and reset your taste buds. So you may probably find yourself that you find things that are too salty or too sweet because now you're acclimated to the blender, not to dramatic levels of taste, I guess.
That is so true. We had a birthday at our at a business networking meeting, and I got some cupcakes, and it was a very small cupcake. I popped one in. Oh my god, it was like a flavored sugar bomb. It was so sweet. So definitely resetting those taste buds. It makes you a little bit more aware of what you're putting inside your body, right?
Mhm. And I noticed that you're eating less chips.
Yes, it reset my favorite bad habit of all time, chips.
So we talked about extended fasting in general starting last week, and we talked about autophagy, which is basically your good cells eating the bad cells, the bad cells dying, which means you're healthier and your longevity has been extended.
Exactly.
Now, autophagy is, to give credit where it's worth, it's discovered by a scientist. His name is Yoshinori Ohsumi, and he actually got a Nobel Prize for it.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that. I knew what, the purpose of autophagy, but I really didn't know someone got a Nobel Prize for it. Good for him. I think that's so great.
The Nobel Prize is a big deal, but he just discovered it because this whole thing is already in us. We're all born of it. You don't have to develop anything. You don't have to do anything to make it happen. You just have to trigger it, wake it up.
And the beauty of it, it's your body's way of healing itself, and it's all drug free, and it actually is money free, meaning it doesn't actually cost you anything for you to get healthier, right?
Mm-hmm. Unless you go to a fasting clinic, which costs you money, but it serves the same purpose as that there is more like in a more monitored environment, and they can potentially go for longer than 5 days.
Exactly. So coming into extended water fast, we just want to give a little bit more tips how to jump into it. So of course we did a 5-day extended water fast, but that's probably not for everyone to do. So Minna, what do you suggest for people that's even getting their feet wet into getting maybe just to fast just a little bit longer?
Well, so if you are used to eating 3 or 4 meals a day and then snacks in between, start by cutting down that number of meals they're eating and crunch the window of your eating window to a smaller window. So people usually start with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that maybe comes something like an 8 to 10 hour window. So maybe start by making that into like a 10-hour window or 12-hour window just by moving back your breakfast or skipping breakfast altogether. That's how you start.
So basically for people that starts eating normally from 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m., like eating in a 12-hour window, that would be their eating window. What you're suggesting is shrinking that time down where they're actually eating food.
So get yourself used to not eating for a longer period of time. That was the goal. And just, drink a lot of water.
Definitely. A lot of times when you think you're hungry, you're just actually thirsty, right?
Yeah, so start by intermittent fasting, 12 hours, 16 hours, build it up to 20, 24. 24 is 1 day. So you just jump from maybe a dinner to dinner or a lunch to a lunch. That's basically 24 hours.
Yeah, it's easy peasy, right?
It sounds very easy.
Easy. Sounds easy, but not that simple to do. So yeah, definitely do it little bit by little bit. And one of the things that's very important is you want to be monitoring your sugar levels, your glucose levels, and your blood pressure as you start doing these extended intermittent fasting, especially if you're on medication, because you will start seeing that your blood sugar is dropping down fairly quickly. And also your blood pressure can drop down when you're doing intermittent extended fasting too.
Yeah, so if you're on medication, definitely monitor it, whatever it is that you have. And of course, if you have medication, check with your doctor, see what works and what doesn't work for you. Yeah, other than that, I think it's, extended fasting. It really is for anybody. It's something that our ancestors do back in the day when they do the hunting thing. They don't. The men would go out and hunt during the day, and they don't necessarily go home that day. So the family back waiting for them, they may not get to eat for a day or two, maybe even more.
Exactly. And I think one of the best ways to emulate that is to empty your fridge, right? It's like when we're doing a 5-day fast, there literally was nothing in the fridge. I'll open the fridge, take a look. Oh my God, it's empty. Close the fridge. Open again, double check. It's still empty. Clear your pantry. It definitely makes things easier when you're doing your extended fast because it's filled with junk food or filled with even good food. Guess what? You're going to stick your hand in the fridge and just munch on whatever you can get.
Yeah, I mean, if you see things that are like leftovers or something that's almost expiring, you're more tempted to just finish it because that's just human nature. You don't want to waste any food. So make sure that get rid of all those things that needs to be eaten. Take care of all those, get rid of it, and that makes things so much easier
Before the fast.
Before the fast.
Before the fast. Make sure they understand it's before the fast, not during the fast. So some people, they talk about some side effects, and what are some side effects that people can feel when they're on extended water fast?
Well, I tend to feel a little colder because we're not eating, we're just drinking water, and you would go to the bathroom a lot because you're drinking a lot of water. Other than that, I think the most extreme cases, some people can get what they call keto flu. So it's not a virus flu, but it feels like a flu because you feel like crap right during the time. But you get over it, and that's really just extreme. That means your body is really trying to adjust out of the sugar burning into a fat burning zone. So I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it's very harmful, but if you do get that, then you want to get out of the fasting and then just work your way back into it once you get used to it.
Exactly. And when she talks about the keto flu, the symptoms is just a slight headache and just tired, like feeling fatigue, right? There's no sniffling, there's no coughing, it's just a little bit, it's more about energy level. And a lot of times when people feel that, it just means they need to drink more water anyway, right? Because they're being a little bit dehydrated.
Yeah, so typically autophagy doesn't happen until 3 days into your fast. So it is pretty important that you do at least 4 or 5 days. Try to stay active. I mean, you were training all the time.
I was actually training all my clients. Yeah.
If you feel like you're weak, then just do something more chilling. Don't do like
burpees. Everyone needs
CrossFit
and yeah, but it is important, like Linda says, in those 4 to 5 days, stay busy, right? Otherwise, most people want to eat is because they just want to put something in their mouth, something to pass time, right? So this is a great time if you have a book you need to finish writing, if you have a project you need to finish. Guess what? You're going to have so much more time not taking a breakfast break, lunch break, and dinner break. You easily save 3 to 4 hours a day that can be put into something more productive.
Yeah, I guess one of the side effects is that you tend to get a lot more time than you realize, and you might not know what to do with it. So plan ahead, get something, finish something that you want to do in a long time, like clean up your garage or something like that. That would take all your time.
That is so true. And, I think it is sort of important to remember the benefits because, after the first day, you're feeling tired. You say, what am I doing this for? And you just have to remember the benefits. This is something that you're doing for yourself. You're not doing for anyone else. You're cleaning out all these bad parts of cells that your body has. You're cleaning out these zombie cells that we talk about. And it's very important because these cells do actually age you and can cause chronic conditions and diseases if they stay inside your body. So we do really recommend a good extended 5-day water fast, at least like twice a year, once every 6 months, just so you're clearing out all these bad parts of the cells. There's just so much benefits in that. And, what are one of the other things that you need to be testing over these 5 days?
Well, we consistently test our ketones, so we know when we're in the fat turning zone.
Yeah, the fat burning zone. Yeah, definitely. And to do that, I got this little handy meter here. It's, the brand we have is called Keto Mojo. And it tests your sugar levels and your ketones. So the sugar level should be coming down as your body burns off whatever sugar is stored in your muscle and liver and everywhere else in your blood. And then it'll start switching into burning fat, which is your ketones, and your ketones should be going up over time. And, at some point, if you're lucky, you even hit into that matrix zone where everything just seems to slow down. I didn't quite hit it this time, but it was close. It was close. I sort of felt a little bit of it, right? But coming right up, we're going to have our guest of the week. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. It's time you experience the power of X39.
Hi, everybody. All right, today I want to talk about homework resistance. Every parent and every teacher on the planet has experienced the homework resistance in the child. And in many ways, I can kind of understand it, because if the homework is boring or repetitive or it's too slow or too hard, kids are going to resist it. So I wanted to talk about this because, honestly, coming from a more aligned place, it really isn't the end of the world if they skip their homework once in a while. It's just not. It's not going to cave in the world. It's not going to give them an F. They're not going to be held back. It's not really going to happen. So if you're having a day where the child just won't do it, they're too tired, or they don't feel well, or it's too hard, that's another topic for us to talk about later. But give them a break and pick your battles with that. Really let them have the day off from it. That will create a situation where they trust you more, where they'll come to you more when they're struggling, which you need to know, because they don't lie about that. They don't lie and say, oh, I'm struggling, in order to get out of things. They tell you the truth about that. So that alignment of just relaxing and being like, you know what, it's okay if we just skip this homework today. And don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. That will create a trust feeling with your child. And that is extremely valuable and important for you as a parent. And peace in the home. That's what we want. Okay, ciao for now.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. It's time you experience the power of X39.
Welcome back to Chronically Healthy Life. My name is Minna. So in the biohacking segment today, let's talk about turmeric. Now you may know that turmeric is a popular spice. It's yellowish. You use a lot in curry. Turmeric is actually a spice that's been used in a good part of Asia, especially India, for over 5,000 years. And it has great anti-inflammatory properties, and it's a great oxidative, and it is anti-cytotoxic, meaning it protects you against cell damages. It also has neurorestorative properties, and it has metal chelating properties. So what that means is it helps protect your brain. And India actually has some of the lowest prevalence of Alzheimer's in the world. So maybe their diet that uses turmeric a lot, that might have something to do with it. You don't know. So I'm going to show you what we do with turmeric as a drink. So as you know, just today the weather is turning cold. We have a cold front coming, so it's a great day to have a warm glass of milk. But it's not just milk, right? So what I have here is a warm cup of oat milk, and I'm going to turn this into golden milk. So to make golden milk, all you need is a warm cup of milk, alternative milk if you like, and you add a few sprinkles of black pepper and some turmeric powder. Now you can either use turmeric powder or you can use turmeric oil extract. This is very potent, so you want to use very little, or you can dilute this, or you can just use the powder. The powder is what makes the milk golden color. So give it a few dashes and use a little dash of cinnamon. And I have here some homemade vanilla extract. So use about a quarter teaspoon or so of that vanilla extract. If you want it sweetened, you can use some monk fruit sugar or some honey to it, and just mix it up, and it's good to go. So this is a great alternative to having coffee in the morning if you want to take your away from your caffeine addiction a little bit. So and it's also a great anti-inflammatory. So guess this is it. This is the golden milk, and it's anti-turmeric, anti-inflammatory, and it's good for antioxidant. So there you go. It's turmeric in golden milk. See you next time. Welcome back to Chronically Healthy Life. Now this week we have the pleasure of having Hope Matthews as our guest. She is a dynamic entrepreneur and visionary founder of HM Consultant LLC, a leading consultant specializing in providing innovative solutions for businesses seeking to thrive in today's fast-paced and competitive market in the administration industry. Beyond her professional endeavors, Hope is a passionate advocate for empowering women in business, an Army veteran, a mother of 4, and a grandmother of 4, and regularly gives back to her community by partnering with nonprofit organizations. She is the driving force behind her team at HM Consulting, and she remains steadfast in her mission to empower businesses to achieve their full potential and navigate the complexities of today's ever-evolving market with confidence and success. Welcome to the show, Hope.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
So, Hope, just looking at you, I cannot believe you are a grandmother.
Yes.
So tell us about your family. How did you deal with 4 children and 4 grandchildren, and you still have a business?
I don't know. I just get up every day and keep it moving. I try not to think about it. I think if you think about it, you get stagnant. So, yes. So just, I'm grateful, my last one at home, she's 15. My oldest is 26. My twins are 24. So, I've been pretty blessed, and then they have kids. So I get to love on them, spoil them, and then give them back. So
I remember how my parents always spoiled their grandchildren and like, you didn't love me that much.
Oh, yes, I love it. I enjoy it. And they get so mad at me for doing it, but it's fun.
So, Hope, I love your mission to help businesses not only to grow, but to thrive in today's fast-moving industry, right? So, why don't you tell us about your business?
So, HM Consulting was birthed 2 years ago as of October. So officially, I've been in a business for come January be 2 full years that I've been in business on my own, but it was birthed in October of 2 years ago. I've always been in the admin sector. Well, I've done a little bit of everything: HR, accounting, payroll, recruiting, the receptionist, the admin. So I've done like lots of different areas: office manager, office coordinator. So I took all of that experience and I said, well, how can I help other people? Those small business owners, those entrepreneurs, those mid-sized, large business owners, because I've had the privilege to work with companies where I shared an office with the owner of the company. And I was able to come in and help develop procedures and strategies to help build out the company. So I wanted to take that personal experience and build my company with that personal experience so I can help other companies in developing their processes and procedures and their strategies around their company and what they need to be successful as a company. We believe in being your accountability partner.
I love it. I remember when back in the day when me and Andy started our first business, I am the admin. I do everything, the HR. That was struggling for us, but hey, you call us our boss, but we do everything, right?
Definitely.
So admin, basically. So I love how you turned that into helping other people to handle this. The admin, just part of business, is one of the hardest things to do on a business.
Yes.
Yeah. So Hope, tell us about Business Octopus. What is it?
So it's crazy. So I've heard somebody say it a long time ago and never really understood it until I really got deep into being an admin. And I strongly believe the admin is the octopus of your business. So in order for your business to flow, you have to look at it like this. So an octopus has tentacles, and every last one of those tentacles reach out and they do a different function. And so that's what your admin does. The admin is the hub of your business. Everything that you do revolves and flows through the admin. So your HR department flows through the admin. They have to have the information to put the new employee in. So your receptionist, they come up, they give you the information, who they want to speak to. Your receptionist, your admin. Your office manager, the person who organizes your office, who deals with the HR department, who deals with the recruiting department, who deals with like if you're in healthcare, the staffing of the nurses, the different houses. They deal with everything that goes on. They help manage your calendar. They're also your executive assistant, so they're like an octopus. They have all these tentacles that are reaching out to all these different departments to come together for this one hub. The CEO or the COO of a company is not going to go to every individual to see what's going on. They're going to go to the center hub of the company who organizes everything, which is your admin octopus, because they're going to know what's going on in that business for you. And that's what they need. So I strongly believe that the admin is the octopus of your business. Everything flows through us and everything's managed through us. And then we honestly, we set the tone sometimes in your business. If you have a very positive, upbeat, go-getter admin person, they can set that positive tone in your business. So everybody's happy. You have that good, work culture environment. That starts within, and you want to have somebody placed in that position that can do that for you.
Yeah, I can totally see that happening. I mean, admin is basically bridging the two different departments all together. They bring people together. I can see how the admins actually can affect the culture of the whole company for sure. Right. So why do you think that admin personnel is the hub of your business? So I guess how does the admin interact with the other departments and with the COOs and CFOs to make sure that they gel, that they work together, and what kind of skills is needed to be that kind of octopus?
Okay, that's a great question. So think of it like this. If you need something in your company, who are you going to go to ask?
The admin.
Exactly. So that's why the admin is the hub of your business. So yes, so you're generally 9 times out of 10, you're going to start with your admin person. And that admin person, and it may not be an administrative assistant. There's different versions of it, or different titles of an admin. It could be the office manager. The office manager is still an admin person. The front desk is still an admin person. The HR is still an admin person. So, but you need somebody at the center hub that can intermingle with every single one of those departments. So if you have a question or something needs to go on, or you want to figure something out, you're going to go to your admin. You know, you need company cell phones. So, and you need them activated, you need them issued out, you know, who you're going to go to, your admin. And so you put a lot of responsibility on that person. So I think a good admin has to have really strong personality. They have to be able to work with others well. They have to be able to think outside the box. A lot of times, business owners or bosses in particular, we need to know what they want before they know it. So we have to think outside the box. We have to be 2 steps forward. So as soon as they come to us and ask about this, and this, we've already taken care of it. So we already knew in advance that we needed to do. So they need to have a strong background in admin services, and that's, you know, Microsoft Office, Excel, all the Microsoft email management, calendar management, phone systems, different things that they need to be able to secure. They need to work well with others. They need to be able to network and communicate. There's lots of times you're talking to vendors. There's lots of times you're talking to, you know, IT department. That's another good one. If somebody has a problem with their internet, they're not going to go straight to the IT department. They're going to call the admin and be like, my computer doesn't work. So we have to have good communication with everybody, and we need to regularly keep our skills up to date with everything that's going on in us being a new technology world. We need to make sure our skills are up to date. We need to make sure we can efficiently and effectively support the upper level staff and the lower level staff. So that's one thing that the admin does. They go up and down. They support everybody above them, and they support everybody below them.
I love it. So with admins, right, I almost feel like they have a lot of skill, and they are very efficient. They're very effective, but they're often seen as a support role, and it's like they almost underappreciated sometimes.
We are, but I may be a little biased. It's a big support role. I think we're undervalued sometimes. There's a lot put on our plate, and there's a lot asked of us. But hopefully you sign on, or you get with a company that appreciates that value. So, and appreciate that value, it could be monetary, it could be, you know, verbally. You know, we like to just be acknowledged. We like to, you know, if we come up with an idea, we like to say, okay, this was Hope's idea. I think we need to use this in our company. We really appreciate you being part of the company. Sometimes it's just that acknowledgement that we want, that we're part of the team. We don't always have a seat at the table. You know, that's for the upper level, but we want to be acknowledged that whatever is placed on that table, that we were part of it. So being an admin, I think, you know, for me personally, I like being the back end support. I like seeing that company thrive and move forward, because if they grow, I grow.
So with your work and your family, do you feel any similarities on how the admin is equivalent to like a mom's role?
Moms, we are octopuses. We have multiple arms. We have multiple tentacles. We are doing 5 different things. We're juggling 3 babies and we're cooking dinner. We're answering phones. We're helping with homework. So yeah. So I don't know. There's a like if you Google it, you always see these moms with all these hands everywhere.
Right.
That is us. That is us. We have multiple tentacles. We are in a little bit of everything. And then we have to think outside the box. We have to think quickly, and we have to solve a problem before an emotional wreck happens. So yes. So being that you're able to manage a chaotic household, and mine is chaotic because I have adult children and teen children and grandbabies and a husband. So yes, I am the octopus of my family.
Octopus at home and octopus at work.
Yes.
That's
So I manage about 10 different calendars from business to personal, and some of them are not even mine. So yes.
So do you feel like you might burn out sometimes just juggling all these tentacles?
Yes, I mean, sometimes I will crash and burn, and I will turn off my cell phone, my office phone, and I will do nothing. I love to. We have a group family chat called Dysfunctionals. So, so I will put in the group family chat that I am unavailable. Please do not call me. Please do not text me. I will not answer my phone. Your daddy is the POC, point of contact, for this weekend. So sometimes I just have to shut off. You know, it's hard because if I let myself, I can probably work a 10 to 12 hour day. I will work 8 hours in the office and then go home and work another 3 to 4 hours. So sometimes I have to just shut it off and say, okay, I'm not going to do anything today, and I'm going to turn off all my phones. And it's not easy, and I don't do it very often. So, but when I do it, I get a chance to recharge and reboot, because I have a lot of people, my whole team, we have a lot of people dependent on us. We have a lot of people that are asking, for certain things to help their business grow. And we need to be able to accommodate. We need to be able to effectively and efficiently provide those things for them in a timely manner. So if we don't take care of ourselves, self-care, then we're not able to do that. The client doesn't want to hear that I'm tired or I'm burnt out or I need a vacation, so I do have to plan around that things. I have to plan to eat sometimes. I forget to eat. So I'm sitting at a computer and my watch is saying, it's time to stand. It's time to stand. I'm like, oh. So yeah, it's hard, but it's manageable. So you have to allow yourself the grace to take time off.
I love it. I know it is sometimes hard to set boundaries, especially when you really need to unplug from everybody. And, especially when you have kids, they don't necessarily respect that, right? They just go, Mom! We expect you to answer any time of the day. But
I know. I have to say, I'm at work. I'm with the client. I'll call you back. And they're like, but no, I will call you back. So
yes, setting boundaries. Love it.
Yeah.
So Hope, how can a CRM system be like an extension of an admin octopus?
Yes, that's a great question. So any company, I always recommend some kind of system, a CRM system, a CSM system, any kind of system for whatever industry you're in. You need to make sure you are tracking what you do from the moment that lead comes in all the way up to the onboarding of the client, and then from the onboarding of the client, what you're doing for the client. And a CRM system can do that. It's also the hub of your business. If you need to know what's going on with a client, where are you going to look? Through 1,001 emails, 1,001 text messages. So with a CRM system, which for the viewers that don't know is the customer relationship management system. So what it does, it manages your customers, your clients, or whatever. Everything you need to know about that one particular client should be in your system. Your notes, your appointments, your emails, everything that you can possibly need to do, things that you need to track for your client, things that you need to do for your client, some kind of management system, I always recommend, there's tons and tons out there. You have to find the one that's best for you. That's some of the things that we do for our clients. We come in and evaluate what they're looking for, and we propose to them to a system to place them in so they can help manage. They have tons and tons of sticky notes. What are you doing with those sticky notes? So you have to go through and look through them. I have a client right now, and I love him to death, and he was like, everything's in here. He was like, I had to look through tons of emails to find what I'm looking for. I'm like, if I pull it out of here and put it into a system, all you have to do is click and you can find what you need. So we're in the process of pulling it out of here to put it into a system. So that cuts down. It literally will cut him down. The 20, 30 minutes it takes him to go through all his emails. An email thread could have 12 different emails on it to find one little thing, where if he does a little 2-3 little clicks, he has it in about 1 or 2 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. I know the CRM system, it range from a free app to a multi-million dollar implementations.
Yes.
How do you help a client decide which one is good, is the right one for them?
I listen. Yeah, so a client would tell you within the first 5 minutes what they're struggling with, and most of the time they're struggling with keeping up with their clients, keeping up with follow-up with their clients, and keeping up with data for their clients. So I can pretty much recommend that. That's a standard one. If it's a specific industry like a moving company or a payroll company or something like that, there's specialized systems for specialized industry. So there's basic ones that will fit everybody, and then there's ones that are built just for a certain industry. Insurance companies, there's ones built just for that. Like Salesforce is one of the major ones that insurance companies use. I've gotten pretty lucky. I was made to use Salesforce, so I was made to learn how to use Salesforce, not knowing that in the long run it's going to be beneficial to myself and my business. So so there's tons of ones. I usually I research about 5 or 10 of them. I try to narrow it down to 3, and I give the client the pros and cons on the systems, and of course the pricing difference in the system and what they would like to move forward with.
Awesome. So do you feel like implementing all these processes and systems, what is the biggest benefit to your clients?
Time is money. So how much is it costing you not to have systems in place? So what is your return on investment if you do put a system in place? How many dollars are you leaving on the table because you don't have a system in place?
Awesome. So I feel like the Octopus is helping the owner save time, and the systems and the processes you haven't helping put into place is also helping people save time.
Yes. So our biggest thing is, how can we reclaim time for you? How can we put back at least 5 hours a week into your time? So if you have 5 hours a week, what would you do?
Good question. So Hope, I love everything that you do. So tell our viewers, how can they get hold of you and how can they reach you?
So you can reach me directly. It's real easy. So Hope at consultingbyhope.com, or you can reach me on all my social medias. They're the same. They're HM Consulting. So you can reach me anywhere. You can reach me directly by calling me or calling my office at 832-493-2674. The good thing about our office, you can actually text us too. So we will respond as soon as we see the message or the phone call. We try to make it convenient for people to reach out to us, because sometimes it may be like 5 o'clock at night and they're like, oh my gosh, I really need to move forward. So, and they don't want to forget. So just shoot us a text and say, I came across your information. Please reach out to me at your earliest convenience, and we'll reach out to you during business hours.
So Hope, I know you're based in Houston. How big of a reach can you cover? Are you only local or anywhere?
Anywhere in the world that I can take my laptop and get internet service. So currently I am not in Alabama or in Texas right now. So so that just shows you I travel for my clients. So this client where I am right now, I come once a quarter. down to their office, and I travel for them. I do work for them virtually. So yeah, so anywhere where I can have a laptop and stable internet service, I am good to go.
That's awesome. Thank you, Hope, so much for joining us today. We learned so much from
Thank you.
octopus. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
Thank you. And after the break, we'll come back with some quick follow-up on extended fasting. Stay tuned.
Hi, everyone. This is Christy Boyd Johnson of the Barefoot Learning Club. It is a sad fact that today politics have completely taken over the schools. Real learning has been sacrificed for political agendas. As a result, kids are not learning to read. We have second and third graders barely reading, except for those lucky kids who will read no matter what the schools do to them. Unfortunately, that is not the majority. When I was teaching, I watched how really good reading systems were systematically eliminated from the schools. I saw kids shutting down and believing that they were too dumb to learn. Worse still, by making reading unattainable, they are essentially stealing our kids' futures. So the rebel that is me went on a quest to find reading programs that really work, that work with our neurological systems to learning process and our kids to read. That is why Alicia and I started the Barefoot Learning Club. We are giving everyone the opportunity to learn to read in a way that is simple, fast, and fun. Best of all, your kids will start having success and never again believe that they are too dumb to learn. Go to barefootlearningclub.com now and sign up. Join me in being a rebel and let's get our kids reading. If they can read, they can literally do anything.
Hi there, I'm Dan Hafner. I'm the host of the show Tech Bites with Dan Hafner. Join me live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Achieve TV network for the latest technology and business news and advice. Join me right here on E360 TV.
Welcome back. How do you like Hope's interview?
I love Hope's interview. You know, I think her analogy of being an octopus and being to help so many different areas of the business, and basically what you were doing when we first started our many businesses. And you know, you don't really think about the back end of the admin, how much work they're doing on the accounting side. You know, talking with this CEO, talking to HR. There's so much going on, and I think it's so much that she can help people with, especially with smaller growing businesses, right?
For sure. So if we go back to fasting.
Yes. So when we're coming back, you know, you just want to finish the section off and help people with fasting. So once you finish your 5-day, 3-day, 2-day, whatever it may be, once you finish your water fast, because like Minna says, when you first start, you probably can't jump into a 5-day. You probably want to start with 24 hours, extend it up 48, 72, and so on and so forth. What's the best way to introduce food back in? You're not just going to go out to a buffet, right?
Well, I mean, if you do the 4 or 5 days, you cannot just start eating. You're going to feel really, really sick if you go do the buffet thing and go all out. So don't do that. Now, the thing with the 5-day water fasting is that you tend to lose all the probiotics, the good gut bacteria that's in your gut, because you don't need that during the time. So you don't have that. So one of the things we do is actually reintroduce a lot of probiotics back into the system.
Correct. And you can take that through supplements, or you can take that either by eating certain foods like kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, you know, whatever you like to eat, right?
Eating fermented foods will give you probiotics. Of course, you can take probiotic supplements. And of course, drink a lot of water still.
And take it easy. I know you didn't eat for a few days. Don't just gorge yourself, because it's a matter of that feeling you want to put something in your mouth. It's not necessarily that you're hungry. So, you know, this is the best time to relearn how to eat, you know, to chew 20 times before you swallow. Some people think I'm crazy when you say that, but you can literally chew your food, swish it around your mouth before you actually swallow. And that's really the best way to digest your food, because now you're getting all the digestive enzymes working in your mouth before you get it in, right?
Yeah, for sure. One of the things is when you come out of fasting, you will notice you eating less, because you're adjusting to I guess they say like a small stomach.
Yes.
So you actually don't eat as much as you used to. So don't go all up and eat like a unlimited spaghetti or something.
And talking about spaghetti, the whole purpose of the fasting is to reset your blood sugars, right? So, over the 3 to 5 days, you're going to notice that your blood sugars have come down, which is a good thing because that's what all the nasty stuff feed on. That's what cancer feeds on. That's what a lot of diseases feed on. And what we did is we starved the body of the sugar and we raised our body's ability to burn fat. So you want to try to maybe eat more things that are higher in protein and higher in good fats to continue your body's ability to burn fat for fuel. Otherwise, if you're, like you said, jump into all you can eat spaghetti, guess what? All that was just thrown out the window and your body's going to forget how to burn ketones. You did all that work. Make sure that body can continue doing the work afterwards.
And you will notice that your taste bud is a little different. I remember that one time that we were fasting, and then when we come back, we eat some type of something that came out of a box.
Yes.
I don't remember what it was, but it doesn't taste the same because now that you readjusted, you know what food is, and the stuff that come out of the box is not really food. It's just a lot of chemicals, and you can actually taste the chemicals at that point because now your taste buds are reset.
And and that goes both ways because if you're eating real food, right? If you're eating salad, especially something that's fresh, right? Because a lot of people when they munch in a salad, all they're tasting is the salad dressing. You throw all the salad dressing in there. But just imagine if you're eating your salad, you put very little dressing and you just sort of savor the kale. I don't know, people don't, kale is not necessarily good tasting, but there is a specific taste like the kale, the tomatoes, right? You will notice that your taste buds are more sensitive to these sensations where you can actually now start tasting your food. So I think it's actually a good thing too. Now you can really enjoy the food rather than just loading it all up with salad dressing, right?
Yeah, and you can try to reintroduce the food groups back into your diet one at a time, like the dairies, the proteins, the caffeines, and all that. Do that one at a time. There are people that all of a sudden notice that they are allergic to like eggs, for example.
Yes.
That they didn't know they were just because they were so used to it, but they actually should not be eating eggs.
Yeah, and and that allergy comes in many forms. It could be maybe just a scratchy throat, right? Maybe you have a runny nose, right? Some people actually have breakouts. It'll look like you're either having acne or you may have a rash breakout in different parts of your body, and that's because now you're once you clean out all the foods of your body and you're reintroducing it, the body knows, well, that's something that we shouldn't be putting in there, and that's your body's way of telling you that your body can accept that food. So it's a great way for a food elimination diet too. I agree, man.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And you also want to continue testing your ketones.
Correct.
For sure. A big part of this, you want to maintain a healthier diet to maintain that you're in a ketose.
Yeah, in ketosis,
Ketosis in the fat burning zone.
Correct.
So yeah, make sure you continue testing it. When we get to the point that you are not in ketosis, you might want to consider doing another kind of fasting. And of course, don't just do the 5 day once in a while. Keep on doing maybe like a 1 day fast.
Yeah, 24 hours once a week. Yeah.
Or even 2 days once a week. Do it on a regular schedule so you don't depend on food. Your body knows how to survive without the food.
Exactly. We want your bodies to be metabolically efficient. And a lot of people ask, what does that mean? That means that our body can burn 2 types of fuel. Mina talked about this last week. It's like a hybrid car, and there's so many of them now, but the first one that comes to my mind is a Prius, but not necessarily the best one. But, you can basically burn gas when there's gas. But guess what? The gas pumps ran out of gas, you can burn electricity, right? So our bodies is designed to be able to burn sugar and fat for fuel. And this intermittent fasting give us back that ability. We don't want you jumping right back in and depriving your body's ability to burn fat, right? We've already trained our body to burn fat. So you want to make sure to maintain that level where you can swing back and forth, right? And that's why, like Mina says, it's important to continue measuring your ketones. Maybe not every day, but even every 2-3 days, just to make sure that your body is still burning ketones.
You know, my sister recently got a BMW hybrid,
Mm-hmm.
and she's very proud that because I guess the car tells you which engine is switching
Correct.
to, and she's very proud that she's just using mostly the electric motor.
Correct.
So, you know, on that level, most people know that it's better to burn electric than gas on the car. You just don't know that it's better for your body to burn fats instead of sugar. So
Exactly.
now you know.
Exactly. And, you know, once you're burning fat, you're going to notice that you have better stamina, right? And you actually have better clarity. Your mind is more clear, right? Because our brains actually prefer fat for fuel, right? Some people will tell you differently, but, you know, we train our bodies. It's burning fat. Let's keep that clear mind. Let's keep that stamina where we can have better energy throughout the day and be more productive. I think that's so important.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And, you know, keep the eating window short, and of course, keep it 3 or 4 hours before you sleep, so that, you know, when you sleep, your body has time to digest everything that you ate that day.
Exactly. Well, we hope you learn a lot about intermittent fasting, especially the benefits of extended 5-day water fast. Definitely reach out to us, you know, if you wanted to have it better monitored or even more questions how to do it. We'd love to work with you. That's something I love to do with clients. And even when we did the challenge, I had a few friends and clients that joined me, right? It's easier to do together than to do it yourself.
So we're going to take a break.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Hello, we are Mutts and Meows Rescue, a 501c3 nonprofit, foster-based, no-kill group. Mutts and Meows Rescue pulls dogs and cats from surrounding shelters in the greater Houston area. We even pick up dogs and cats abandoned on the streets. Mutts and Meows Rescue is foster-based and rely on your donations to keep rescuing. To know more about us is to know more about our furry friends and help them find their forever homes. Come visit us at Mutts and Meows Rescue on Facebook today and decide how you can make a difference.
Welcome back to Chronically Healthy Life. I hope you like Hope's message. And of course, I hope you at least considering doing some type of fasting, because it's really just all for your longevity.
Exactly. And next week, you know, we have a very special Chronically Healthy Life episode planned for you, with Christy taking the reins with her, you know, with her best friend and business partner, special guest Alicia. They're going to be talking about health and longevity with kids. You know, it's very important that while me and Minna, we're going to be in Dubai. We're going to be at a Women's Wealth Summit in Dubai. And that's what we're going to be sharing about health and longevity. So they're taking the reins as we're gone for the week. And it's going to be a great episode, and you're going to learn so much information.
So join us back here on Friday at 7 CST. You can watch past episodes at watch.e360tv.com in the Vitality TV network. Also, we would love to hear from you. You can give us your comments on our Facebook page, Chronically Healthy Life. You can rewatch all the episodes on our website, chronicallyhealthylife.com, on our YouTube channel, or if anything to say, just email us at anything@chronicallyhealthylife.com. We see you next time.
See you next time.